Hello, I'm on the last train to Ashmont, on my way, a very roundabout way, to do every single transit option, well, direct transit option between Cape Cod and Boston. Jordan Gates! Nathan!
Hi. Jordan, how am I doing about this, Jordan?
I'm tired. Really? I am tired. Why the hell did you bring the Tribal King out all the way here at midnight to ride this stupid ass train to a stupid ass station to get on a stupid ass bus to go to another stupid ass station?
So, we were supposed to be at Park Street several minutes ago, but we've been holding at various stops so that the official can get out and close the station. So I feel like the advice is just...
Don't take the last train. You're going to be really late.
So Jordan, we're at Park Street. What's the deal? How long are we stuck here? And what's going on?
We're stuck here until all the Green Line trains upstairs make the connection. So basically, the last Boston College, the last Cleveland Circle, and then that's when it's all over.
Not including the bus connections at every stop. That bus.
The most notable of which is our 210, which is actually functioning as the Braintree branch.
Because
you'll notice there was no Braintree train that waited here because it would be on the same track as us. So passengers going to Braintree will actually have to get off at Fields Corner and take the 210.
Which is a special 210 that gets extended to Braintree.
Extended, yes.
And it's just like there's so much research and knowledge you have to have to even know that this random bus at the system happens to be the last Braintree. 1:18, 31 minutes late leaving Park Street. We've done it. We're out of downtown. We're out of downtown square, I guess.
Now we're probably going to have to wait for the closing station.
I know, we'll have to see. Savin Hill, standing by.
So close, but so far. Let's just go. Jordan tried to take a nap between JFK and Madison here, but it didn't last very long.
It's 1:47, so it took us an hour and 17 minutes to get here from Alewife. 210 to Braintree. Here we go. Alright, Jordan's asleep. There's someone else from Braintree, which is pretty cool. We weren't expecting that. It's 1:15, the bus was supposed to leave at 1 a.m. I feel like general advice, probably just avoid the last trip on any... If it has a W next to the trip, probably
it's going to be very late.
Yeah. Here's Quincy Adams. We're on the wrong side of it from the prescribed route. We're gonna run express for a bit down to Braintree.
Thanks.
Thank you. 2:10 a.m. and we made it to Braintree. So now, we're on our way to take the first ever trip on the CapeBus, a new bus service between Boston and the Cape.
We have to catch it at the very first stop, Logan Airport Terminal A.
In order to do so, we have to get the Logan Express Braintree from here.
So we are conveniently getting driven by Sam over to that terminal, which is nowhere near the Braintree station.
Bye, Jordan.
Of course. Whatever. You're gonna take it off.
And now we have like 40 minutes to wait. This bathroom, not the best.
When do they pick up tickets? Usually at the door.
I don't know.
So the idea was to get some sleep on that Logan Express, but it was both a quicker trip than we thought it would be, and the seats were very uncomfortable. The headrest sort of hit me right in the middle of the neck.
So we have like 2 hours and 10 minutes to kill at the airport.
Around Logan Airport, yeah.
And as you can tell, it's really bustling right now. Good times.
Yes, we're killing time in the Hilton lobby here until our bus leaves at 5:30.
What time is it?
4:37.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
The sun's starting to rise.
My least favorite part of an all-nighter is when the sun starts to come up.
To quote The Weeknd, you're blinded by the light. How are we gonna survive the next 20
It's a lot
million
of hours,
hours?
right? We still have like probably like 16 hours or 15 hours.
Ooh. The airport has officially come to life fully. Here's the bus. The first Cape bus. Well, the first Cape-bound Cape bus. There's one that came up here significant at like 2:45 a.m. from Hyannis.
There's an unstopped coffee maker.
And we got refreshments. This bus is $30, so we're getting some of that money.
It's more expensive than, I mean, from South Station it's more expensive, right?
Yeah, but from the airport it's actually slightly cheaper than the other carriers because there's no service fee on CapeBus if you buy directly from CapeBus. You did not buy directly from CapeBus.
No, I bought from Greyhound, but we used our Bird Rewards points. So.
Apparently there's TV. We're gonna have to test that out when we start going. We have tray tables.
You have a USB within the tray table there.
Oh yeah, USB port. Tray table with a cup holder that
Doesn't fit the barbell.
and then footrests. So comfortable seats, I would say. Definitely more comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Nathan, there's some quality television going on right now.
Indeed.
I'm really
there
sad
was
we didn't
content
bring-
about a car accident before that was perfect.
Yeah. We're stuck in traffic getting into Terminal C. I feel like these booking systems, like these buses go to the airport, never have an option where you can book
Yeah, where you can actually select what terminal
terminals.
you're going
Because
to.
we might not pick anyone up there. Okay, 5:47, we just left Terminal E. So now,
The grand total of one person plus us
yeah.
in the airport,
But now we go to South Station.
where hopefully we will be slammed with 52 more paying customers for this Cape Bus trip.
This inaugural Cape Bus trip. We're at South Station, and the person who had been on the bus when we got on an A,
He said, "This is your stop." To
she
her.
just got off.
But how did she buy the ticket? Because you can't buy it through Greyhound, so we.
Maybe you
We're
can't
very
do Cape
confused.
Bus, but why
She
would
could
you?
have gotten it for free on the Silver Line. We're just.
Yeah. Okay, so we did some sleuthing.
So it turns out that if you buy a connecting Greyhound ticket through Boston South Station, you can ride the Cape Bus from Logan Airport to South Station. So that's what we think she did.
Which is really great. The fact that they code share with Greyhound is actually fantastic for Greyhound customers.
yeah, so you get like a service every 2 hours connecting up to the airport for a lot less of a headache than the Silver Line.
Because we have the bus to ourselves and an express journey to Hyannis, we're gonna be split apart and we're gonna sleep on the journey. Alright, that was really relaxing.
Yeah, that was great. We're here in downtown Hyannis.
The bus has a unique stop, not the Hyannis Transportation Center, but it's pretty convenient to it.
Ocean Street Market.
Yeah, that's very comfortable. It's very comfortable.
Definitely, yeah. We were the only ones the whole time. I don't know, we probably
He
got
said that there were 7 who went up
which surprised
at
me.
the 2:45 a.m. trip. He said a lot of
I
people went to the
expected this
airport.
to be busier than
Yeah.
that, but
I guess not.
he said to tell our friends all about the service.
Yeah, Cape Bus. Maybe not revolutionizing travel between Boston and Cape Cod. They said they are, but it's definitely
It's
a nice
another
option.
decent option.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get the P&B now. We're walking over to.
We've gotten some
Hyannis,
tea.
Gotten some tea. And we're gonna
In
get the
sunny,
P&B.
beautiful Hyannis, Cape Cod. And
Hopefully
we're gonna.
the electronic kiosk will be working.
I know, that would be
P&B
fun.
tickets.
We're only gonna
going
take this to
Sagamore.
Sagamore.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time to go to Boston with our plans coming up later in the day. So we're gonna just get a P&B bus experience and then come back and then continue.
Sagamore
Buying a ticket in
park
front of
and
a bus. Sagamore Park and Ride. I think you hit next.
Next,
It's not
thank you.
intuitive. Okay.
4 tickets.
I mean, that's one advantage of P&Bs, that you can buy tickets right on the spot and they'll cost the
Oh,
same.
wait, why did they give?
But
Are these round trips? Oh, yeah, these are they're actual round trip
Okay.
tickets. Okay.
But the disadvantage of that is that we don't know how busy the bus is going to be coming
The
back.
bus could be sold out. It could be a sold out.
They
bus.
do not promise seating.
It is a new bus. Wow.
Yeah, these are nice seats.
Well, the smell is definitely.
Yeah, it has a new bus smell. So interestingly, drop in quality seat-wise.
Yeah, although the bus is
I'll use
brand
these as an
new,
example.
the-
The headrest does not go up high enough.
No, and just the seat is far too firm, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
There's less leg room, no footrest. There is a tray table.
It's not as substantial as the CapeBus tray table.
If you're looking for comfort right now, CapeBus wins.
So far, we still have Peter Pan to go. Like they could swoop in and
Blow us away.
blow everyone else out of the water. We shall see.
But in terms of price, Plymouth and Brockton will do you well. It's $24 in total.
Flat fare, no matter what.
Yeah, you can buy it anytime, but you may not get a seat. When you recline, which we've done, the headrest does have a more normal location. Still not quite CapeBus, but I think you can make it work.
You also notice the seatbelt sign here. Hopefully we won't encounter any unexpected turbulence.
Alright, this is a fun place to wait.
So, theoretically there's an 8:35, but we think it may have already left.
Yeah, we have to figure that out.
We'll wait for 9:35 for the bus back to Hyannis.
So we do have an hour to kill, so we're walking over the Sagamore Bridge, which you're allowed to do.
It feels kind of harrowing to be perfect.
I know, I'm like, I don't want to get too far away to get, even for the shot, I don't want to get too far away because I'll get run over by these cars. So remember, Plymouth and Brockton is first come, first serve, so we're hoping that some people get off. Oh, there's people getting off. We'll be okay. We'll make it on. That's the stress of PMB.
So his ticket app thought that we already used both directions of the round trips, and he was kind of skeptical of us, which we don't blame him, because if the app said that and there's no date or time or anything on here, like, I would be skeptical too if I were the driver, but it just goes to show that the kiosks
I think
so good.
I think reserved seating is kind of needed. I gotta be honest, like they can still do the thing where they keep the prices the same no matter what, but I think reserved seating would be nice, just knowing that you buy for a trip and then that's what you end up on.
So we're going to the Cape Cod Mall here for no great reason, but we have until 11:30, so
Just killing some time. Listen to Brown Eyed Girl, which always seems to come up on these minibus trips. That classic music.
Very friendly driver though.
Yes, he was great. Okay, Macy's. We have like 13 minutes here. Okay, we're at the bus stop waiting. Nathan got a charger. And I got Auntie Anne's!
Oh!
I have been trying the entire pandemic to get it, and like every time they're closed. This time I finally succeeded. I'm so excited.
We're just hoping that this bus shows up. There was some confusion about whether it comes to this stop or not. We think it does.
We're taking Peter Pan to Provincetown because that's their unique thing. They're the only one right now that goes all the way to Provincetown.
They make like a million stops on the way, so we're very excited.
It's like a local bus route done with a coach bus. They're so late. Hopefully there's... We're gonna try to get an Uber back, but now it looks like the bus is here. In classic CCRTA fashion, the bus is late, but I think we should make it back to get our bus. Alright, P-Town. We have the Yo-Ho Yo-Ho. I'm going to take this all the way.
Once again, we will be stopping in Harwich, Orleans, Eastham, North Eastham. Hold on, I gotta think. Wellfleet, South Wellfleet, Truro Center, Truro, and P-Town.
Now, I think these seats are kind of comfortable, but Nathan disagrees.
As much as the P&B bus.
We put P&B above.
I do.
We get...
And then this disgusting cloth on them rather than the nice, like, fake leather of the...
But we do get footrests, which is nice. No tray table, just a cup holder, which is
I'm definitely more of a fan of the P&B.
This is quite the deviation for a coach bus already. This is our first stop. Update on the deviation. We're going in this big back alley. Coming around through the parking lot. I guess what? I guess this is how you get out. We've got some brutal traffic up here. Making a bit of an early stop because there's so much traffic. So rather than pull up at the stop, we're just letting the person off here.
A whole 15 feet short of the stop.
Scandalous.
Travesty.
Northeast here. Another stop just on Route 6.
out center.
Yeah, that was nice. That one's kind of a deviation. This is like the really iconic seaside bit
that we're so used to doing in a CCRTA bus. You know?
Right.
The coach bus is throwing us off.
Coach bus on by the sea. It's very weird. We're about 30 minutes late. We're just sort of crawling through Provincetown traffic.
The power door.
I guess can we just go around? I guess. Is there a way to go around? Oh god, tight quarters. Oh. We escaped.
There's a car trying to come behind. It's crazy.
Yeah, this should be a pedestrian-only street all the way. Why? Who would even want to drive down this anyway?
You're not even going to get anywhere.
Here's the future Provincetown inclined elevator, which was supposed to be done in spring of 2021, but
Looks pretty good. There's a little bit of chaos in the lower terminal, but the car is up there.
That Peter Pan was our last coach bus of the day.
Now we're just on Gilligs for 4 hours, or 3 hours.
3 hours.
Hyannis,
taking local buses back. Our bus came early, thank goodness. Let's do it. Time to spend 2 hours on this thing.
Oh god.
Alright, we're leaving 3 minutes early for some reason.
Highly unusual for CCRTA.
Just left Truro and the bus emptied out, so that's nice. I'm over here so I can rest my head on the back and sleep. We're 31 minutes late. And our connection,
we might miss our
connection is half an hour.
Yeah, and if we miss the second bus, we would miss the train. Found out why the bus left early. It was actually the 2:05 trip out of Provincetown, running 55 minutes late.
Yeah, so we weren't half an hour late. We were
an hour and a half late.
Yeah.
So everything is all messed up. So we're just waiting for the next H2O, which our driver very kindly called the bus.
Yeah.
And apparently they were at Stop and Shop in Harwich about 10 minutes ago, so they should be along here in maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
As long as they're less than 40 minutes late, we're okay.
Or it could be a previous trip. I mean, it's
who even knows? It's worth noting that like we were driving quite fast that whole time, and we somehow kept losing time regardless.
We lost 10 more minutes, even when we had no delays and we were flying down those roads.
Yeah. Like,
so,
I don't know what's up with CCRTA's scheduling, but
needs a little bit more time there.
Okay, so it turns out we missed the bus somehow. It randomly came back onto the tracker, and I don't even know.
It was far beyond here.
Yep. So we're Ubering back. It's gonna cost like $40, but the point is that because it's so hard to get Ubers right now, but there happens to be one 7 minutes away.
Yeah, and we're gonna get there with like 10 or 15
Very
minutes
little
before
time
the
to
train
spare.
leaves.
The CCRTA is
so bad.
terrible. Like.
They really need a schedule overhaul.
Yeah, it is.
They have the same running
really
time
bad.
at 4 in the morning that they have at this time.
Now,
it doesn't work.
and even then we're driving at like full speed, and we still get late and late and late. And now we have to waste $40 on an Uber. We're gonna make the train. Knock on wood. And it is wood here, so. Last guy canceled. Now I have a new one. Let's just hope
it comes. We're getting closer to the time.
So we thought the train was at 6:40.
I just misremembered. It was actually a 6:10.
But because the 2:05 bus was an hour and a half late, even if we had known it was a 6:10,
we had no hope of making it.
We never would have had a chance. So I think that makes me feel better. Okay, so magically, CapeBus it was a $30 flat fee. Now it's suddenly a $20 flat fee.
So this is actually the cheapest way.
It's now the cheapest and most luxurious way. So CapeBus has suddenly just instantly become by far the best way.
So we're doing the best thing twice.
Yeah. So we bought tickets for a 7 o'clock CapeBus. But
We're walking over to Ocean Street right now.
They made a big deal about the fact that you have to print the ticket out before getting to the terminal. And we have not been able to do that. We just have PDFs of the tickets.
So we're gonna make them turn us down.
We're not going down without a fight. I mean, I don't see why they can't just get our names or scan it or something. Like, why do you have to print it? That's just I mean, especially for a brand new bus company too. So the bus is on its way, that's one hurdle down. Now we just have to hope they don't care about the printing thing. And then maybe we'll be able to go home.
And not have to deal with that PNB ticket kiosk again.
The driver just didn't check our tickets. He said,
yeah, he just waved us on.
So
it's a free CapeBus. Still a good deal at 20 bucks.
20 bucks. They just lowered the price in the middle of the day. Now it's just the cheapest and the best option. I mean,
it's great.
That's interesting.
Everyone should ride it.
Yeah. Also, we have the bus to ourselves again.
And we have this signal lost message becoming the trademark of the CapeBus.
Thank goodness we're getting out of here.
That was the CapeBus.
Right. That was the CapeBus. Right on time. No one else. Attention, please! Alright, so because we weren't able to get the CapeFLYER, we're adding a second day. So that'll just be now. Nathan!
Miles. It's another perfect weather day out here. You can't really see, but it's raining cats and dogs. And what else would you do when it's raining but go to Cape Cod?
Again. To finish what we started and finally get the train.
Yeah, so that's where we are right now.
Note that because we're able to do a round trip, we're in CapeFLYER regular class. So we're doing regular down.
And then first back. Very exciting.
The CapeFLYER was looking to be have the upper hand here.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know, even though it runs once a day, it's the cheapest option besides CapeBus at $22 from Bus and Hyannis. And it's a train, which a lot of people like, and you can like get work done at the table. Exactly. You gonna demonstrate?
I'm gonna demonstrate.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
Look, the keyboard is lighting up.
That shows that you're working. The only bus with a suitable tray table is probably CapeBus, right?
Again,
even
CapeBus is the best.
CapeBus comes out as being the best, yeah.
Of course it stops raining right when you're trying
to get a shot of how terrible the weather is. Okay, first stop Braintree. My computer, I have to send an email for work, Nathan. It's very important.
Yeah, I was trying to use one of the amenities on the
and it disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to reconnect.
CapeFLYER, more like CapeFLYER.
Nathan, what do you think about the seats on the CapeFLYER in terms of comfort?
Very comfortable.
Yeah. It's worth noting that if you sit in a normal seat, you don't get a table, but...
Or the power outlet.
Yeah. So I guess a bus wins out in terms of percentage of seats with these amenities, but...
Although you don't get nearly as high a seat for the bus.
This stuff is...
Yeah, bro. Experience.
So Nathan, where are we going?
The food cart.
And this is the one that's open to everyone not in first class. So it's the one for the peasants. This has to be the single most expensive bag of pretzels I've ever gotten per capita. $2 for like 10 pretzels.
That's like 20 cents per pretzel by my math.
And then what'd you get?
I got like a $4 muffin or something.
Okay,
so
pretty expensive.
An unsweet iced tea, a very rare occurrence.
That's nice they have that. It's finally bright out. Like what happened? We were trying to make a point out of the fact that every time we hang out, it's terrible weather.
Well, of course it fooled us again.
Suddenly
we hung out because it was bad weather. In fact, I think I said in one of my texts to you.
We are crossing the canal with no worry about traffic. I do feel like every time I ride the CapeFLYER, the bridge is always flowing fine. But c'est la vie. Okay, we're here at Bourne, where I think this is honestly one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest advantages of the CapeFLYER is that both CCRTA and the Steamship Authority run shuttles from here to their respective ferries to Martha's Vineyard.
I think, isn't this where runs? Like, he says he runs across a bridge somehow.
I don't know.
Oh, in the storm?
You can bring your bikes on. That's another advantage. I forgot about that. Yeah, I know, it's warm, isn't it? Hyannis, 20 minutes late, but nice ride.
The CCRTA train, so
Yeah.
it works.
If you're traveling on a weekend, it's only 22 bucks, so it's the second cheapest besides CapeBus.
That's a nice experience.
Yeah, it takes a little longer than a bus, but I think it's a nice trip. So for the trip back,
we're gonna be in CapeFLYER first class for $10 extra.
so $32, making it the most expensive way
From Hyannis to South Station.
Yeah. And
Who knows what it will entail. We've been promised exquisite dining options.
And literally the value of that $10 is almost exclusively based on whether that dining is free or not. If it's free, it's an amazing deal. But
if it's not, it's just a backward-facing seat in a different car.
Which is a little bit nicer. The seats apparently have footrests. They advertise that it has footrests, so.
We'll see.
First class. The legroom is actually not spectacular. I wish we could be like those trip report people and like measure the pitch on each.
Oh, yes.
The seat pitch was 28 inches.
We do have tray tables. This table's nice. You could put a laptop in. It's a little scuffed up. A child has been doodling on this. I'll bet they repurposed these seats from somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we do have the famed footrests. Okay, maybe we don't. Okay, my footrest. Does your footrest work?
Yeah, push the handle down.
Oh, okay. Well, that's intuitive. Okay, so the footrest works. But with this legroom, it doesn't really do much. It makes things more uncomfortable. Exactly. I mean, it reclines. Ooh, okay, actually a pretty big recline. I gotta be honest though, I mean, I don't know. Is CapeBus nicer than this, do you think?
Probably. We'll have to see what the food offerings are on the exquisite menu.
That's the big question. Are they different than regular?
What if it's
they
the same
advertise a unique menu, but it might not be. Yeah, it's worth knowing. So if you take first class, going outbound is better than
you're just facing forward,
inbound,
unless you like facing backward.
Right, you might get a kick out of that.
Rather novel.
Okay, so there is table service.
But
you
it's
can
still
take an order.
It's the same menu.
You can take an order, so you don't have to walk the 50 feet down to the cafe bit, but it's the same, right? The same menu, same prices, nothing on the house. Okay, so we met Kareem, who's a fan of the blog. It's good to meet you. And you're demonstrating what happens when really tall people use both the footrest and like, we were just discussing how the CapeFLYER has the best views out of any of the services to the Cape, but you can't, like first class, and you can't even see out the commuter rail window. It's all grungy. And, I mean, $10, Nathan, $10.
$10 to look at this blurred woods here.
Oh, $3 Blondie.
Wow.
My hand is for comparison.
All right, so you got your $8 caprese sandwich and your
10-ounce of cranberry juice.
The drinks are somewhat what you'd expect for a train, but like price-wise, but
the food, I mean, go to the Amtrak down Easter if you want value in a cafe car. It's gotta be the least expensive cafe car.
It's good too.
It's good, and it's very, very.
Now, what's this tray table situation?
Oh yeah, so my feet aren't on the footrest. Oh.
Because we have to use the tray table.
I go like, how exactly am I supposed to sit here?
I don't know what it is with this seat, but like I have a really hard time. Like I can't even, maybe it's my legs, like I can't even get it that far. It's kind of bounced up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's no one sitting there. Let's. All right. Well, so if the person in front of you is reclining, that's a whole other concern. Okay. Yeah. Now I can. Well, actually, it's still not great. Okay, so this does look good, but you know, and I'm a person who likes simplicity. But for $8, I feel like 2 pieces of chicken and a broccoli. It's definitely a basic sandwich. Nathan, I have a conundrum.
What's that?
There's a wastebasket on the train, and I want to throw the trash out, but if the table service comes and collects our trash, I don't want to get up. I want to utilize the amenities. Right? Like I don't want to have to walk the 50 feet. I need someone to collect my trash. Okay, you're gonna
Careful with your camera.
You're done. You're gonna bring your trash over. You're not waiting around. I'm holding out. I gotta be honest, Nathan.
I'll just wait until the end.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm very comfortable. Can't you tell?
Seat is broken. These aren't supposed to move.
Yeah, like this one over here does not move, but this one goes up and down. This is whew. Because we were talking about how these seats are kind of uncomfortable. We realized if we were on the regular seats in the rest of the cars, we could sit at a table.
Spread out all of our stuff, sit on opposite.
Right, because there's no armrest. I'm also losing hope about the trash. We might have to take it out ourselves. So that's
$10 didn't buy us very much.
No. Kareem, what are your thoughts on CapeFLYER first class?
Since I don't know what standard class is like, I say I enjoyed it. I mean, I slept good. I slept for most of it, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it was worth it.
Fair enough. Glad we have a third opinion here. Oh, are there any socials you want me to plug?
Oh, yes. My Instagram is KareemXT, and my Twitter is Kareem_XT.
Okay. This video is gonna get millions of views.
It's gonna go viral right here.
Sure.
So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of followers.
Well, we made it. We successfully went on the CapeFLYER in first class.
And regular class.
And regular class. And it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
We paid $10 to like have some guy walk the food that we would have gotten in the other cafe car like 50 feet to us.
Yeah. He didn't even take our trash away.
He didn't even take our trash. But yeah, I mean, it's just, we weren't really paying for anything. The seats were honestly no better than, like, they weren't clearly better than regular commuter rail seats.
Right. And like a coach bus, like a CapeBus seat is better than those, for sure.
Definitely. And we're backwards. And
oh, I know.
That, it's one
yeah,
thing.
you sit backward if you're going inbound. So
yeah, not a rave review of the.
I mean, if I was to make an overall rating for everything, a ranking, I'd probably do CapeBus, CapeFLYER regular, P&B, Peter Pan, CapeFLYER first class.
Agreed. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'll make a chart. I'll make a chart and put it in the description.
Those are all the ways to get from Boston to Hyannis. Next time.
What happens next time?
Well, I guess you'll just have to find out.